Whoa. Hola, amigos, and welcome to the Markout Mania.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I am Pedro Boigadro, Texan Spaniard, and we have with us straight from the club, setting up the DJ, the not the DJ, the turntable. Your serial
literally
killer.
jockeying discs. So yeah,
Yeah.
he is a DJ.
It's James Extreme Sorno, aka Jim House. How are you?
I'm good, my friend. I'm good. I just, I was rocking Real House Radio last night, and I'm here to talk about fucking Sharktopus versus Mercedes Hornet.
Oh man, that's I feel bad for Sharktopus, but it's like he has to cut promos with her. It's gonna be terrible. Hey, we also have with us the man who ate beans the night before. I know this because he sent thunderstorms my way. It's the god of thunder. It's being dark.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to take like black beans and corn and Rotel tomatoes and mix those up together.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Okie doke.
Well,
Oh man.
I like
so
black
boys,
beans.
how are you?
Terrible.
Terrible.
But
not as bad as the 15 people who lost their job, huh?
Oh man, well, they are.
No, Pedro's still doing worse than they.
Yeah, I'm probably still doing worse than they are. So the WWE had a bunch of releases yesterday.
It's the annual after WrestleMania purge. Yeah, let's get it out there.
Let's get it out there.
Yeah.
It's the annual after WrestleMania purge. Look at it. There was, Pedro, if you don't mind bringing up the list.
Oh, okay. I gotta find it. Hold on. I gotta find it because the place I was looking at it, they like moved it down. So I gotta find.
There's a lot of names on there that we really aren't surprised. Like, okay, I'd rather have my release than sit and cater and doing nothing. Man,
I can't find this list now. What the hell?
That's okay.
Well, we know. I'll look at our chat because we had it in the chat. Let's see. I'm almost there. Okay, Braun Strowman, Shayna Baszler, Dakota Kai, Kaden.
Well, stop right there. Okay. But Braun Strowman, okay, it's like did WWE really need him? Now, in the case of Strowman, he could have been just making too much money, really, because you got to remember all these people are getting cut. But like, who are they bringing in? Did they just sign Penta? They just signed Phoenix? They just re-signed Rusev, Aleister Black. I'm sure there's a couple of more people coming in. Mariah May, Jeff Cobb. So they got to make room. Go ahead.
Shayna Baszler was. None of the people we're going to mention: Kaden Chance, Katana Carter, Cora Jade. Cora Jade's a little surprising, but she's very injury prone, so maybe not too.
Yeah, Cora Jade's going to be back at WWE in a year or two. She's only 23 years old, so it's not like her career's done. But the only thing with Cora Jade is if she can stay healthy.
Yeah, her and Dakota Kai have a similar issue. Not really, but they're both very injury prone.
Yeah,
and Dakota Kai's older, I know, so it's not that similar. But Gigi Dolan, Eddie Thorpe. Who was Eddie Thorpe? It was Carl Fredericksburg. Carl Fredericks,
yeah. He was just in a program with Trick Williams. Remember that?
Right. Riley Osborne, Jakora Jackson.
That's the one that upset me because I like Lash Legend and fucking Jakora Jackson.
Javier Bernal.
Fuck him.
And I don't know who it is. Off the top of my head, I don't know who he is.
He was on NXT. He had a few segments here and there. He was nothing special.
Gallus. They released Gallus. Yeah. There's one other person, but I can't think of their name. It starts with their last name starts with an O. But,
that's Oro Mensa. Oro Mensa got released. Giovanni Vinci.
Well, Giovanni Vinci was released a while back, not this guy.
Yeah, a while back. But he fits in that mold. He must have pissed somebody off because they never used him.
Yeah, the problem, and Zeus has mentioned this a number of times. He's mentioned this a number of times. The problem with the modern wrestling thing is there's just too many people, really.
Yeah.
I mean, there's too many people. I mean,
what Zeus always said, Triple H likes the whore challenge, and it's true, he does. But you're gonna run into that problem where you got to use them, and if you're not going to use them, they're kind of loose.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a few of those people who got released who don't give a shit if they're being used or not, as long as they're making their money. But
right.
Like if you're not going to use them, cut them loose. Am I right?
Not necessarily, though. I mean, sometimes you might say, if something happens, I feel that I have these people to pull off my bench to make a good feud out of.
Right.
Kind of
fair enough.
Where to kind of to help fill some time.
Hey, the double B's in his owls. He says the list was underwhelming, and the only surprise was there were some I thought would get released that didn't.
Beat Brian Bell. What's going on, brother?
So, and I agree with that. That nobody huge name got cut. Braun's the biggest name probably, and I mean he got brought back before. You never know with somebody like that. He might get brought back again. Who knows? All this outrage. The worst thing I see is this fake outrage on social media.
Yeah.
People. It's just ridiculous. It's like they don't care about you, man. Why do you give a damn about whether or not their character is on your TV anymore? It's just not. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't fucking matter at all.
I mean, so take someone like Dakota Kai. I like Dakota Kai a lot, but she's injury. She's very injury prone. Like from NXT to the main roster, constantly getting injured. I mean, what are you going to do with her? You can't. You can't do much with her. I mean, you can't rely on her.
She's gone the way of Tegan Knox. Tegan Knox
is another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Dakota Kai had more upside than Tegan Knox, in my opinion, because she was more of a glue in the ring. She's more of a mechanic, could carry people to stuff. And she had more character than Tegan Knox did. Tegan Knox didn't really have any character, even if she was slightly better looking girl.
Well, she was never on TV enough because she was always hurt.
Yeah.
So you can't build something if you're not there to build it.
Plus, she might have been she's probably the most popular one that got released.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because being part of Damage Control, she was great with Damage Control.
Yeah, she was.
She was. I was just gonna say she was even better in NXT with Raquel Rodriguez when they were.
Yeah, that was hot.
She was kind of the character between the two. She was, more of a character. She didn't get to show so much on the main roster,
right?
As she did on NXT. I mean,
that's why I prefer watching NXT now, because you get to see them before they get shipped up to the main roster and not used properly. All you got to look at is Carmelo Hayes. I mean, he's just days are going by and they're barely using him. The
But
stuff they use it for is shit. So it's
but I mean
Okay.
that's the problem. Like, so who is gonna lose TV time for Carmelo Hayes?
right.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
the problem. There's too many talented people,
Yeah.
and not enough TV time to go around. So
And
even
you don't want to put another show on TV. God forbid another wrestling show. Jesus.
well, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. There is too much wrestling on TV, kind of. So
They just they shipped what's her name? The one that all she's got going for her is his body.
oh
Oh,
man,
Curly blonde hair. She's thick.
Nikita Lyons.
That's it. Yeah, she just got shipped
Yeah.
out to Evolve.
Oh,
She'll be ready.
Yeah, because she's another one. She's another one. Double ACL.
Yeah, she is injury prone.
Injury prone, and it's like injury, but it's like all the women at NXT get ACL. You notice that? Her, you have Cora Jade, you got Dakota Kai. They all hurt. All the same thing, but what the hell are they doing down there?
Yeah.
But I think Cora Jade's going to end up in TNA, her and Gigi Dolan, because they've been on TNA programming for the past month, including their pay-per-views. But, but again, Cora Jade's only 23, 24 years old. She'll be back in WWE. I mean, they bring back people all the time. She'll go out, she'll do something good, and WWE will say, "Oh, we need to bring her back. She's hot right now." The only question is, with her, as if with a lot of other these people, if they can stay healthy.
Yeah,
that's what it all boils down to. And because it's not needed, because especially if you're going to keep signing people like Stephanie Vakir, if you're going to keep bringing people from the outside, a la Julia, a la Zaria, and so on and so on and so on. So, I mean, if you're not healthy, then you're going to get the boot.
Zarya and Sol Ruka seem to be turning into a bit of quite a duo. Yeah, in NXT. Sol Ruka, she seems to be going through a bit of a thing because she was just kind of a surfer girl, and now she's got more character going on.
Now she's got more character. She's the North American champ, and she's actually getting involved in storylines now, so that's good, Because let me tell you something: if you're not performing, they got way too many women down there, so they don't need to. Hey, listen, you're not cutting the mustard. See ya.
Well, but it's not. I don't even think it's really so much a matter of that, because there's just too many people, and you can't highlight everyone. So you have to pick the best of those people. It doesn't necessarily mean you're doing a bad job. It just means there's too many people. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's like Gallus. Gallus was really good. They worked in NXT UK. James and I watched NXT UK. They were excellent in NXT UK. They worked in that context. There is really no context for them outside of that. Like,
no, NXT, they were ho-hum.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same like when they were in the NXT UK. So once NXT UK was gone, there's no place for them. So what are you going to do? Yeah, I mean, they were there longer than I thought they would be.
And you got to remember too that it's not everybody from NXT UK came over strong. I mean, they tried, they just couldn't do it. There's only a handful of people. Gunther, you're dragging off. There's only a handful of people who could do it. So they're not. They just didn't hit.
Shayna Baszler was great in NXT, but she didn't hit
a few with Rhea Ripley.
She didn't connect at all in the main roster.
Nah.
She just didn't have the kind of an angle that could get her over.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's what everybody is the right angle and a viral moment away from being set for a few years.
A la Becky Lynch.
Well, she was on a pretty steady rise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she didn't blow up until that viral moment where she got her nose broken and her hands went out like Raven.
Yeah,
then all of a sudden she blew up.
Yeah, that was the viral moment.
That was a viral moment, Pedro.
No, yes, that was a viral moment for her, but Becky was very popular before that.
Yeah, she was very popular.
very
I mean,
popular.
it blew her
Shayna
up.
Baszler's never
When
been
they
very popular.
every time that year when they kept pushing Charlotte over her, the fans were getting like agitated about it increasingly because they kept going like, no, we want Becky, and then they had Becky turn heel on Charlotte, and they tried to have her insult the crowd, and the crowd was like, no, we love you. They like refused it. Like I remember this, the crowd refused it. They were like, no, we love you.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Pedro. I know that moment. I know the exact moment. Yep, I remember that. Yeah.
And I mean, the crowd was very much behind her, almost like the Daniel Bryan thing. They're very much behind her. So, and then the thing with the nose being broken, it did catapult her even further. So,
look, Double B got a good question. Any thoughts where some may end up? Shayna the Stardom. Who does AEW sign, and should they? AEW used to have the same problem. AEW signed everybody and their mother, and then realized, oops, I got to get rid of people.
Yeah, AEW has that problem now. They still have too many people. They can't showcase all those people. They still have way too many people.
I mean, I think a person like, I think Shayna would do well with someone like GCW or some underground shit. I think Braun Strowman maybe in AEW. They're not, but you got to be used right, to put over, like a Powerhouse Hobbs or something like that. But you're too big, man.
James,
it's
I don't know if you need to hear this, but Powerhouse Hobbs is going to look tiny next to Braun Strowman.
Yeah, I know, but you got to put him against somebody. I mean, you can't put him against Adam Cole. I mean, come on.
Like Braun Strowman is legit 7 feet tall, isn't he?
Yeah, he's big.
Powerhouse Hobbs is going to be like looking up at him. And it's funny you said Adam Page, because I complained about this many moons ago. Y'all might recall this. Back in 2020, I complained about this during the COVID stuff. They had an episode of Dynamite when what was that place that they were stuck at? Daly's? Or
up in
stuck at for a long time.
Yeah, the A's Palace up in Jacksonville. Yeah.
So there is an episode of Dynamite there where they had Hangman Adam Page squash this jobber, but the jobber was this Italian gimmick guy who was like legit near 7 feet tall, and they had tiny Adam Page just like squashing him like the Ultimate Warrior was squashing Barry Horowitz or something. And it was I complained about the time because I was like, this dude is tiny and he's the Ultimate Warrior in this scenario, and like this dude it was ridiculous looking. But yeah, so AEW would very much do what you the Adam Page squash.
Yeah, well, hey, whether they sign in, I mean, whether AEW sign, at least we don't have to pay $99.99 to toss of them, so that's good.
Here's another thing though. When you look at the grand scheme of things with these releases, they just don't matter.
Yeah,
they don't, and none of them have my phone number. None of them are calling me, asking me how my fucking day was. So I don't really give a fuck.
In terms of the business end, it doesn't matter at all. None of these releases are going to hurt. No, I mean, there's no one that will hurt the WWE to be gone.
No, and it won't hurt. It'll hurt even less if they go to AEW.
Like if this may sound crazy, but if you said, WWE is going to lose Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, not gonna. It won't matter if you said they're going to lose Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. It's not going to matter. And and they're excellent talent for the promotion, right? It's just not going to matter because the headliner is the WWE, is the brand,
right?
And that's how the UFC has been able to survive this long, is because they underemphasized all their talent, and and they've been selling the brand. It's like, oh well, it's the fact that it's the UFC,
right?
All right.
And they don't even have a second, a number 2 competitor really anymore.
I just hear chickens, a rooster.
Yeah, there's the neighbors' chickens are in our yard all the time. I can't do anything about it.
I was like, what the hell is that first? I thought it was a sound effect.
No.
What the fuck is Pedro
chase
doing?
them away with a broom right now.
No.
Hold on, Pedro, we eating barbecue tonight? What are we doing?
No.
I'll bring over. Word, right? I'll bring over my secret sauce. Come on, we'll hook it up.
So here's something I found interesting. Okay, that a lot of people aren't talking about.
What's up?
Is that Jeff Cobb has put some cryptic tweets out, saying he's retiring.
Does that mean Matanza shows up? I'm looking at Chicken Herbie talking about the special sauce. He got upset.
Straight from the barn. No, but he's like put out some posts and stuff saying he's gonna retire. So does this mean now that TKO owns AAA, do they have access to the Monster Matanza?
Oh, that would be kind of hot if Matanza shows up on WWE TV. I would definitely mark out for that.
And what if he is put against the Wyatt family, the sickos, whatever you call them?
Oh yeah, the Wyatt Six. Yeah, they're still waiting for Bray Wyatt to come back from injury to pick that back up. Yeah. Jeff Cobb is retired, but the Monster Matanza is not.
Right?
Did y'all hear what Naomi had to say about the releases?
Does anybody really give a shit? But yeah, go ahead. So let us know what
she said. If I was doing releases, I would have kept everyone and just released Jade Cargill.
Yeah, that's hot. That's hot. There you go. I gotta give credit where credit's due. She's killing it in this heel role. She's killing it. I'm impressed. She's doing it. She's doing it.
Who was Danny Palmer?
Danny Palmer.
I give up. Who?
I don't know, but she's been released as well, apparently. But I don't know who she was.
I'm gonna have to Google.
D-A-N-I.
D-A-N-I. 1 N.
Okay. Yeah, she looks like just another.
Yeah, just
fucking generic girl that got released from WWE after an unremarkable career.
Generic girl who just got released.
Yep, that's par for the course. There you go. Already. Have a nice trip. See you next fall.
Yeah.
Jesus. It used to be, the territory days, you'd go there, you get paid for a while, and then when you got sick of each other, you moved on.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Yes.
And they were like, fuck it, we're out of here, They didn't get stuck, shaving each other's back in a shower like a couple other idiots I know. You just packed your shit and went somewhere else, and you were happy to do it.
Right.
And you'd go somewhere else, and you'd be just as popular as you were before. And then you'd start some new shit, and people knew who the fuck you were because you got to keep your name.
Right.
Other people didn't own your fucking name.
Yeah.
But Triple H has said, from now on, people will be able to keep their name.
Oh, to what you're saying, Zeus, do you hear about Edge?
Yeah, they like refiled for it, I think.
Oh, I thought they let it go or something.
They let it go, and I think let's see, what's the thing about the
So they're saying that Edge could use Edge again?
That was a speculation.
Yeah.
Chicken was like, "Nah, I can't use Edge."
You gotta cope.
Yeah.
You gotta cope.
Yeah, I'm seeing what people are saying. They went back out and got it. So maybe they let it go and then they
okay.
refiled for it or something. I don't know. It's a miracle that anybody can file for that. That fucking word.
Yeah, it is really. I mean, because
wasn't there an issue with in the beginning of all this back in the day? Wasn't there an issue with the guy from YouTube?
Oh, the guitar player, the Edge.
Yeah, Edge.
The Edge.
There was some issue with that with the two, right?
Yeah.
It was like, well, I'm the Edge, and you can't be the Edge. You can only be Edge, and
yeah, you can only be Edge.
Edge, yeah, not the Edge. Not the Edge, just Edge. Like, okay.
I mean,
these people take the IP seriously.
At this point in Copeland's career, it doesn't really matter anymore.
Oh, it doesn't. He should be retired anyway.
He certainly lost his edge. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, that dude should not be in a ring for just not even about performance, for his life, for the quality of his life. People forget this man had the same condition that killed El Hijo del Perro Aguayo, killed Masawa. Like, this man was just one is really just a random bump away from dying, and people are just like, oh, he had some surgery done, he's fine, he can wrestle again, and you're just like, oh, that's really sketchy to me. I don't know, I find that really sketchy. But
yeah, I mean, it's
I wonder if he's truly satisfied with his AEW run, or he's probably saying, I should have just, quit after WWE, or should he, or are the AEW paychecks make it a non-issue?
I mean, it don't matter.
Yeah.
No. Hold on, Pedro. Hold on. Everybody could say that, but when you lay your head down at night, you got to say to yourself, should I even be doing this? Does the money cover all this?
I don't have to worry about fucking Edge and him being able to sleep at night, wondering whether or not this AEW run is
look
was way no. He did way better than he should have in WWE.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
He
I agree.
He way overachieved in WWE.
That's what I'm saying. After his WWE run, he said, you know what? That's it. Because I'm never going to get any higher. And I hurt my neck bad. And that's it. I'm good.
Maybe they need the money. Who knows?
Let me say this. The reason I say it doesn't matter is, to the greater public, Edge retired at that Raw in Toronto, where they gave him that huge send-off. Do you remember, James?
Yeah.
Before he went to AEW, he had they gave him this huge send-off in Toronto, Raw in Toronto, massive, blah, blah, blah. They went all out, gave him this huge way to go out. So to the greater public, Edge retired. He had that big moment, and he's gone. They have no idea he's in AEW. They don't know about Cope. They don't know about Adam Copeland. They don't care. To them, it's like, oh, Edge went away. Maybe he'll come back some Royal Rumble one day. That's how it is to them. So it's whatever he does in AEW is not tarnishing anything of his legacy, because it's just like stuff that no one's even seeing. He may as well just be having fun in his kids' room, like playing toys with his kids or something. So no one's seeing it. So
I understand that. But as the person himself, you're the one who's got to lay your head down at night and say, is me selling out, is me getting that paycheck worth my health at this stage? Well, I've done it all already. I've done everything.
James,
why am I doing this? Why am I doing this for a
think
company that barely nobody is going to know me because I can't be Edge, so I
James,
got to be something else.
let me put it to you this way then. Let me put it to you this way. Maybe the money isn't as important as he gets to spend time with his buddy Christian again that he grew up with.
Okay, fair enough.
He gets to hang out with people he didn't get to hang out with before, including,
Yeah, sure.
other Canadian wrestlers like Kenny Omega and stuff that maybe he had some role with, like in their development that we didn't get to see or something.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean,
all that comes into play. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Like he could be like, well, now I'm just getting to have fun with my buddies, even if if it doesn't do well or not, who cares? He gets to have fun with his buddy.
It's not work to him now. It's just going out there and being, whatever, hanging out. Yeah, that's another way. Yeah.
Double B said Cope is basically playing flips with his kids since Adam Cole is the same size.
Adam Cole, the baddest 12-year-old looking wrestler in the world.
Yeah. I can see Britt Baker's next boyfriend being 6'5". Oh man, brutal.
Yeah.
Is
Adam Cole.
You see Britt Baker showing up in the WWE? What didn't this come up recently or?
Yeah, it might happen. I don't know. Again, they don't need her. They don't need her because they got a lot more talented women than Britt Baker on that roster, especially in NXT. They do not need her. So let's say do it for.
It would be funny though. It would be funny.
If it's done right. Okay, but
get a new dude to be Isaac Yankem. Right.
As you can be his apprentice.
And they could be like the dental commission or some shit.
Oh shit! Have Kane come out of retirement and throw the false teeth one more time.
Yeah, but we don't want. He's not going to be able to do much. We need.
No. But he's like the manager.
We need a new one.
Yeah.
No. We don't want her to be the manager. We want the.
No. Right, he's the manager.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they don't need her. They don't need her, and
Well, they don't need a lot of people, but they have them.
I actually saw in person sandbag Thunder Rosa, so I'm like, nah. Well, I mean, in fairness, they both sandbagged each other, but no, we don't want that.
The worst match I ever seen live was Britt Baker versus whoever that girl was in Ring of Honor in 2019.
Oh yeah, completely forgettable.
Yeah, I never remember what her name is, but yeah.
There's like a K and a K or some shit, right?
It could be. I mean, I just don't remember.
Yeah.
But
Kaylee or some
who knows?
Yeah, we don't need people sandbagging matches. No thank you. You stay where you're at.
Hey, but did y'all hear about the New Japan show today?
No.
No.
They had the main event was a loser leaves Bullet Club steel cage 10-man tag team match.
Goddamn, who was jumping out of that match as soon as they could?
And so Bullet Club
tapped out so quick to get out of that fucking faction.
Oh, Zeus, this match lasted nearly 30 minutes long. So,
oh my God.
But Bullet Club War Dogs, which consist of Clark Connors, David Finlay, Drilla Maloney, Gabe Kidd, and Taji Ishimori, defeated House of Torture, Evil, Rinarita Sanada, Sho, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. So House of Torture are no longer part of Bullet Club.
So they're just House of Torture, not Bullet Club?
Yeah, they're just House of Torture now.
Wah.
Yeah, like, okay.
I mean,
yeah, New Japan circling the drain.
Relevant fucking thing.
Oh,
they're circling the drain.
James, you said that, but what about the New Japan collection? I know they're going the way of the Dodo, but what you said you've been getting Legends cards and stuff.
I've been getting. I got 2 Jushin Ligers, a fucking Legend, and then an autograph. I got the other Legend. I got a bunch of I got an old school say what's his name? I don't know. I gotta look. I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Which draft do you find is that?
They're in the rare drafts.
Yeah, they're in the rare draft because they're doing it by years. So now you're getting the 2000,
like 2019 and 2020.
Yeah. So you're getting people from right. So like all those cards back then are now popping up.
Yeah, there's four drafts in the rare draft.
Okay.
Now, and you and you use your rare draft tickets. I got two video cards. I got a Great O'Con video card and a bunch of 3 stars and
yeah, I got a whole lot of new 3 stars. Whole lot.
I got a Hanma video card too.
Yeah, they're unearthing some older shit. Some good looking cards too.
Yeah.
Even that Hiromu card I got was good looking. So I was like, all right, I'll take it. And I could draft all day because I know there's no tomorrow.
Oh,
Exactly.
I just got a video.
I'm drafting like a savage. I'm doing like fucking 10, 11, 12 drafts a day. Easily.
Dang. Let's see. Well, that's pretty cool. And they do have an event draft, but it's the best of Super Junior cards.
Yeah.
I'll wait till they have something better.
God, they're not gonna have anything else, Pedro. That's it.
Yeah, that's the last one.
Do you have any rare draft tickets, Pedro?
Do what?
I mean, it ends in June. How many more drafts do you think they're gonna have?
I don't know, but I mean, they might have something else besides this best of Super Juniors still.
Then they won't, and then you get stuck because that's
it won't matter. It won't matter.
Yeah,
I didn't pay for
it.
Do you
not have any rare draft tickets, Pedro?
I just used them. I just used them just now.
You get like pretty much an unlimited supply if you could get them. They have like 99.
Right. Yeah. I know. In the exchange, I can just get them. Yeah.
Yeah, just get them.
Gotta catch them all.
I did the 10.
I've been ordering 10,000 at a shot.
Yeah.
What did you do?
So
I did the 10,000 for the 50.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
I mean, order like 3 of those. I got like 3 or 4 of those 10,000 at a shot and just started drafting like a savage. I mean, nothing left. Might as well start drafting. I mean, there's what are you waiting for?
What you waiting? What you waiting
for?
That's it. I wanna have 0 and all my things. This way, I have nothing left. 0. I just have cards. That's it.
Supposedly, though, it'll still be where you can see your cards, even after.
Also, otherwise, it's one big thing. It's been a total waste. I hope so. I hope the app don't just stop working. You can't even look at your cards. Fucking New Japan.
Yeah, it's so sad. We can get Great Muta, Big Van Vader, and Bam Bam Bigelow cards on WWE Slam, but not collection.
James is like, no. Puts his fingers in his.
I'm staying away. I don't want to hear it. No. But the fucking WWE makes enough money. They don't need mine.
They get enough years every month, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Hey, I've been seeing Lux running around angrily shouting at people on Twitter too.
Oh, I haven't seen it. What's he been saying?
Oh, he just his typical stuff, go get a girlfriend. I'm like, I wanted to say, hey, James never says you had a girlfriend.
Damn, Zeus.
James never comes back from visiting with Lux and go, oh man, it makes me so mad because Lux got such a hot girlfriend, or he's got so many girls coming around. We never hear the word girl in Lux.
Actually, well, we'll talk about that off the
air. Oh, that'd be funny.
Who's
yeah, he likes to stir shit up. He told me that's his Monday through Friday gig.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I'm bored at work, so that's what I do. That's my Monday through Friday gig. I'm like, okay.
Hack Verge.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, I mean, this is not costing him $99.99, so that's good.
Yeah, so
I mean, that we know of. I mean, he might
Right.
have got it.
Yeah, he might get that service. Explain what's going on.
So,
explain what's going on with this reference.
What reference?
Well,
$9.99.
Well, Zeus just said it better. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Mercedes Monet has offered a texting service where people are going to pay $99 a month to text not really Mercedes Monet because she's not going to be answering a bunch of fucking people's texts, and all that kind of crap. And once a month, they're going to get a free picture of her nude forehead.
But come on, it's not like, maybe she needs the money.
She's making $10 million a year from Tony. How much more fucking money does this woman need?
Forehead waxing is expensive.
Maybe cut back on that to be less forehead.
Word. Because, she already got a 5 head. So, yeah, but bring it back to 4.
She's in the LeBron James fan club, that's for sure.
Ooh. Everybody's praising her. Oh, she's so great. She does this. She does that. She got 1 million belts. And I'm like, come on, man. She's cosplaying Ultimo Guerrero right now. How you living? No.
Yeah, okay.
No. Now there are rumors that Paige wants to come back to WWE too. No, that's another one we don't need. See ya. Bye.
Paige here.
Nope. We don't need you
as a manager, maybe, but
yeah, I think she's done in the ring. She's done. And she's still hurt her neck or some shit.
I don't know. I mean, I imagine probably forever she will be.
Yeah. Me and Sting have that in common. Oh man, yeah, we don't need. Again, this is where the WWE can actually pick and choose because they do not need a single woman. They don't. So, like the Mariah Mays in the world, I know it's a dream to go to WWE, but it's not needed. I mean, not like WWE is like desperate for. They don't need it. Especially now, all of a sudden now, and Pedro, this goes back to your point. All of a sudden now, the fans are loving Julia because she's working heel. Because, as you said, that she was more heelish in Japan, right?
Well, yeah, she was more in a heel vein in Japan.
Right.
Although it's not completely black and white, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she's killing it here as a heel, and now the fans are really taking to her now. So they want to see her beat the shit out of Stephanie. So it's good. So, I mean, when you got Stephanie and Julia and Roxanne Perez showing up on the main roster, not 1 week, but 2 weeks in a row, well, that tells you that WWE's finally paying attention that the best quote unquote wrestling is happening with the women on NXT. So let's bring them to our show. So they don't need to go out and get anybody. They don't need to go out and sign anybody. They don't. They can pick and choose all day long.
And
So-
speaking of Stephanie Victor, she got like over 1 million followers on Instagram or something this week.
Yeah, you know what surprised me about Stephanie Victor, because I read that she was given a choice of where to go.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. Yeah,
and she picked NXT. She goes, she wants to work on my English. She wants to work on a few things because she didn't know WWE Slam. So and this worked out perfect for her. It's like good for her. And she's working fantastic with Roxanne Perez, who's turned out to be just amazing. As much as I liked her as a babyface, she should never go back. She's an awesome heel, awesome little shit. You just want to kick her in the neck.
damn,
James.
damn.
No, that's how good a heel she is. That's how good a heel she is.
The neck.
Yeah, it's an expression. Yeah. Because I tell my brother all the time, if you don't stop your shit, I'm gonna kick you in your neck. So
Dang.
so it's she's great at it. She should never go back. So they don't need $100 a month to torch an AI. The fuck
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Talk to AI. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if they make like an AI thing with Mercedes.
I'm gonna start a service. I'm gonna start a service. You pay $50 a month to get shitted on by Zeus. He cut a promo on you. That's it.
Oh, I thought we were
$100.
talking about Shotzi Blackheart. I was like, she's gonna go back to shitting and paying
No.
your poop, or
Probably.
there's a lot of rumors that Shotzi's gone because of stuff she's been posting, but she hasn't been officially added to any list yet. But
Pay $20 a month to get to see Ricochet point a finger at you.
oh no.
Damn. Boy, he just won't shut the fuck up.
Oh, I know.
Oh my god. Is that in character, or is it he? Or is he really
he's definitely working. He's definitely working people.
Oh.
Well, if he's working it, somebody else is running his social media. Because he usually, he's usually saying stuff that's far dumber than this.
Oh, I hope it's somebody else because he's smart enough to hire somebody else to do it for him. Because thank God. Ugh.
He's so uninteresting. Just because the big story with him this week was that he got quoted in an interview saying WWE stole my love for pro wrestling. Oh, shut the fuck up!
Oh my God. Yeah.
Just shut the. Nobody fucking cares.
I was watching
Samantha Irwin thinks she's been shadow banned on YouTube because her music video is not doing well.
Yeah, they're saying like WWE fans are the ones who like reported her video and got it shadow banned. And
oh my God.
I haven't heard
it. Because it can't be them because they can't suck, right? No, it's got to be shadow banned.
What's her music name? Because I know it's not Samantha Irvin. It's like Samantha something.
Samantha Finger Cuffs?
No, she's been calling stuff like Samantha the something, but I don't remember what it is. But let me look this up.
Yeah, Samantha the
Bomb is what she's calling herself.
Oh,
I'm not making this up.
Wait. Oh, wait.
Called, they want their name back.
Wait. Pedro, can you repeat that?
Samantha the Bomb. Look, I'll show you guys so you see I'm
That
not
shit
making this
sounds
up.
like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Right?
So you guys
Oh
see I'm
my
not making this
god!
up. Do you
Sharktopus
see
versus Samantha the Bomb.
do you see this?
Ugh.
Hold on. Let me see.
She
Oh
she's got a
no!
song called Shoddy Wanna and Samantha the Bomb. And
Ah.
her video has 32,000 views. That's not that bad.
Yeah,
And she
Ah.
has
for somebody who's never been in music before.
yeah, I mean she has 25.3 thousand subscribers. So I mean that's not really bad. I mean
Ah.
I mean, I don't know what she thought was going to happen.
I haven't heard any of it. I can't imagine.
Samantha the Bomb. That sounds like
I,
my mother's wrestling name.
I would play a clip, but I've learned the past 2 weeks I am not playing more clips of stuff on the show. I had to excise entire segments from our last 2 episodes to get the videos to stay up on YouTube. So
Damn.
Oh yeah, because of the Predators trailer we played. Yeah.
I think it was there was a promo by Naomi we played one week that got us in
Yeah.
trouble. And then there was something else. Yeah, it could be the Predator trailer or something else. Yeah, it had it and clip out the entire thing. So
Yeah. Speaking of movie trailers, who's ready for Thunderbolts?
I just don't care.
But come on, Zeus, they got the Sentry. Zeus, they got the Sentry in it. Come on.
Doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? Crazy blonde Superman. Whoopie fucking.
free comic book day, by the way. Good time to discuss it.
They got the Sentry. Yeah. Brutal.
You know, they could have just brought in Hyperion.
Yeah.
No,
The whole
we
Squadron
need
Supreme.
another not Superman.
Yeah. The whole Squadron Supreme should have been there. Why not?
Have the reviews been bad? I have no idea.
Okay. From what I read, some people, the majority of people say it's the best Marvel movie since Endgame, and then other people say it's the drizzling shits. It's like there are so many characters to flesh out that it just wasn't enough time to do
Nobody
it.
gets fleshed out. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So it's just they were on the right track, and then they stopped fleshing out characters for the action sequences. So
So here's the Critical Drinker reviewed it, and
I saw his review. I loved it. It was good.
Yeah, so he said this was kind of like par for the course, an average Marvel movie. The problem is that they stopped being good, 10 years ago. So, everything, all these characters are not interesting. They're B level characters that people didn't really care about in the first place, and half of their stories were based on TV shows that nobody ever watched.
Yeah.
So it's just a recipe for disaster. And he says it's just so average and forgettable. It's just not even worth. It wasn't even worth making.
I mean, like idiots like me who watch pretty much all the Marvel TV shows, and I'm still not interested. So there you go. So it's like, yeah. I mean, I watched Captain America. I watched the Captain American Falcon. I watched that show. I watched, regrettably, She-Hulk. I saw Hawkeye. It's it's horrible.
Why do you hate yourself, James?
It's just because I hope for something decent at least. Give me something decent. I'm
James,
not looking for miracles. I'm not looking for, oh my God, this is the best TV show since The Sopranos. Just give me something decent. Hold my attention.
Man. No wonder. Like when the Penguin dropped, it was like Nirvana, basically.
But yeah, I mean, it's just brutal. And now, now I watched another trailer fucking last night for fucking Alien Earth. I'm like, oh boy. Now they got like 17 different monsters in it. I'm like, here we go.
Oh,
Here we
Lord.
go. Here we go. Here we go. I found out the premise is there's a ship that's coming back to Earth. It has like Superman has a fortress in South too, where like he has like one creature from everything from
Yeah,
every
yeah.
planet. It's basically like that. The ship is carrying each creature from a different place, and it crashes and shit gets all fucked up.
So you get like aliens out of all the different monsters and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Or the xenomorphs could come out of different alien species.
I see.
Yeah. I mean, it's they're trying to do something new. I get it, but I got to see this thing.
Well, technically, Alien 3, there was the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Or the ox, depending on which version you watch.
And then Alien versus Predator Requiem, that was a Predalien, so
Yeah. So,
but still, I mean, you would think it would be going after, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, but we have to see. I'm cautiously optimistic.
Huh.
So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if I get stuck, I'll just pay $99.99, and I'll talk to Mercedes Hornet, see what she has to say. I'll text her, Hornet, what do you feel about Alien Earth?
Boy, that's going to be some great automated responses.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't want to be your friend. You are an evil mutant.
I wouldn't talk to you to fucking sue you away if I met you. I mean, holy shit.
Come on, Zeus, don't lie. You're paying the $100. Come on.
She's notoriously bad with fans.
Yeah. Yeah, right? I can see John Cena doing that, not her.
Really? Cena?
Yeah, Cena with the Make-A-Wish stuff,
Oh.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't do that.
He charged kids the last. He charged kids the last dollar.
No, he would not do that.
I'm trying to hear. I'm trying to hear. I'm charging you your last dollar for your cancer treatment. Spend it on me. Talk to me, kid.
Oh my god.
Interesting segment last night on SmackDown. Even though Cena wasn't at the show, Randy Orton cut a promo saying that Cena talk about this and Cena talk about that. All Cena did was raise the price on his merch, so you would buy it. So he said that, and then Orton went backstage and ran into R-Truth, and you know how R-Truth is usually like doing something jokey and something stupid and silly. R-Truth looked like Ron Killings, and he was like, John Cena is the real world champion. Let's not play any games here. And then walked away from Orton. I was like, do we see a true believer? Because I thought, I thought Truth would be like, he was my hero and now I'm ruined. How can he do that? But I guess they're going the ways he made a believer out of R-Truth. Now R-Truth could interfere in that match at Backlash. Who knows? We'll see. But I thought that was interesting. Compared to the usual shit that R-Truth does.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like you said, James. I thought like he was gonna be like, how could you do this or something?
Right? Yeah.
Or reversely, he would be like, he would be acting like John Cena's still the good guy, and then John Cena would do something to him or whatever.
Right.
But I asked
Take
Chat GPT. I want to tell you guys this real fast. I asked Chat GPT. I said, Sasha Banks / Mercedes Monet has started a text message service for fans at a price. Out of curiosity, can you do messages in the vain style of Sasha Banks, Mercedes Monet? Chat GPT told me, absolutely, I can write messages in the style of Sasha Banks, Mercedes Monet. Her tone is confident, glamorous, boss level, with a touch of sass and empowerment. She often speaks with flair, referencing her success, legacy, and connections to her fans. Here are a few example fan text messages in her signature style. So it says, hey, you, and then there's a kiss emote. Just wanted to remind you, you're not chasing dreams, you're cashing them. Stay focused, stay fierce, and always walk like the CEO you are. Hashtag Monet Maker. Here's another one. You feel that? That's the sound of greatness walking into the arena. I don't just show up. I shut it down. Let's make history again. Hashtag CEO. Hashtag game changer.
Oh my God.
The
hashtag it didn't cost me $99.99 to hear this.
The third one, to my Monet makers, you are the fuel to this fire. Thank you for always riding with me through every era, every outfit, every boss move. Let's keep making magic. Hashtag forever the boss. When they doubt you, you let your success slap them silent. Keep shining, keep slaying. A queen never lowers her crown to throw shade. Hashtag Monet momentum.
Hold on, back.
The last one, you already know who it is. Your favorite CEO just slid into your phone, and then there's a kiss emote. Don't forget to don't forget to stretch, hydrate, and dominate today like the Monet you are. Then there's like a emote of a bag or a purse, and then a shining heart emote. And then ChatGPT said, want more in a particular tone, like flirtatious, motivational, behind the scenes, or fan Q&A style. So there's ChatGPT version of the Monet text service for anyone out there. If anyone out there wants to just save the money, just go to ChatGPT and ask them to do it for you.
That's funny. That's really funny.
So it's about the same thing, probably.
Yeah, but it's free.
Yeah.
$99. So, like, let's think. How many people do you think will sign up for that?
What? How many guys living in their mom's basement is gonna be like, I finally get to have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I know. That's the scary thing.
Oh, that is kind of a scary. I didn't think about that. It's kind of a scary possibility.
Yeah, they're gonna start showing up at shows with signs, and no, man.
But let's say she just gets 1,000 dudes a month. That's $10,000 a month.
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah,
for somebody to set up a damn website for that, in an AI chatbot.
oof.
Hey, another thing, by the way, that Samantha the Bomb, the official music video for that song has 134,000 views. So what are these people complaining about?
Because it's not 134 million. That's why.
But
if people are greedy.
It's just it's only been there like 3 weeks. No one knows who she is outside of the WWE, right? So it's a pretty good start for someone. Like, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
Free comic book day is going on.
Yeah.
Let me pull something up real fast here for y'all.
Oh my God.
Can y'all see it? Free comic book day.
Hold on.
Yep.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see the comic books. I don't know what gold comics means, but can y'all tell me what that's supposed to reference?
I have no idea.
It might be like what the store ordered if they ordered, because they they had to pay for some of it. So
okay. So let's see, Dr. Seuss graphic novels, Fantastic Four, X-Men, Amazing Spider-Man, Ultimate Universe, Star Wars, Young Jedi.
I haven't been to a comic shop or a con in ages, man. I'm afraid to go.
I Hate Fairyland, Archie's, Comic Spectacular, Conan Scourge of the Serpent, a Minecraft comic book, VR Troopers, Speed Racer. He looks like he is a K-pop singer, and Thundercats and Powerpuff Girls.
Oh,
Interesting.
Nice.
So now you have Silver Comics, and there is whatever
Here's the
this thing is.
well, that's their tier, right? Gold to get the better ones, and silver.
Creaky
I'm assuming.
Acres, the Mighty Men, Blood Type, Godzilla. There's a
There you go,
Godzilla.
Pedro.
Godzilla New Heroes. I think Kayusha Queen Heather was showing that off this week in the manga translation group.
I think so.
Just whatever you see is Star Wars, Tower Dungeon, and Isaac, whatever that is. Transformers, the worst bot ever. Bad Kitty, Judge Dredd. There's some Judge Dredd here. Black Mirror. There's a Black Mirror comic.
I used to collect Dread back in the day. Not bad.
There's a Def Leppard comic. I'm not even making this up.
Yeah.
Def Leppard's Hysteria. Diablo, Gargoyles, the Hulk, Kagurabachi. I don't know what that is. Looks like Universal Monsters. They got a Universal Monsters thing.
Nice. Oh, the Phantom.
That's good. Yeah, the Phantom, yeah.
Valiant, Zombies, Resurrection, Will Eisner, comic biography. That's it. There's got to be more than that, surely. Oh, look, there's a Gundam Wing comic of some kind. But, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. They get that Minecraft movie out too. I'm like, nah, I'll pass on that.
That movie did really well in the box office, didn't it? Did it make
I don't
pretty
know.
good money?
I don't know, to be honest.
I've never played the game, and it just doesn't appeal to me.
They made another Starship Troopers. Brutal.
They did?
They're making a reboot, yeah.
So let's see. The budget for the Minecraft movie was $150 million. The box office so far is $820 million.
I made money. Who would think a Minecraft movie will have a $150 million budget?
Wasn't causing chaos in some of the showings? Like people were like doing a bunch of dumb shit during some of the showings?
Oh, I don't know.
Y'all didn't hear about this stuff, or?
No,
I heard something about there's some point where everybody like
freaks out
around or
because of the chicken jockey. People were like firing off firecrackers and doing all kind of dumb shit
in the movie theater.
Yeah,
what an idiot.
They're just doing all kind of weird stuff. Throwing eggs, throwing toilet paper.
Yeah, let's start a fire in a closed space. Okay. That's why I don't like people. It's stupid.
Yeah. That new Jurassic Park movie looks like it's going to be terrible. And
I have zero interest.
You know I love Scarlett Johansson, but I just got no interest in seeing this movie.
It doesn't even look good, Zeus.
It's like one of the things is a damn the damn monster is the main thing is it's a mutant, some kind of a fucking deformed looking, flat faced thing. I'm like, the whole magic of the first one was you get to see real dinosaurs. It's like they could, they could make better ones.
Oh, they're fighting the Charles Xavier of dinosaurs.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's just
man,
it's terrible.
I thought we were in a Friday the 13th movie all of a sudden.
no. These movies are just we've all talked about this many a time. There's no more originality. Everything's IP driven. Everything's a sequel, a threequel, or quadruple. It's just reboot, rehash, retell. I mean, there's nothing original anymore. I mean, do we want another Superman movie coming out? No. We all gonna watch it? Yeah. I mean, you got Fantastic Four. I mean, it's just like, come on.
James, you said, are we all going to watch it? Yes. I was like, we are?
We are. Sooner or later, it's going to pop up somewhere. We're going to watch it. Whether it be Max or some shit, we'll watch it.
Just like we watched the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League.
You did that shit on purpose. You did that shit on purpose, Pedro. Like, fuck James.
No.
I probably that thing's probably better than the Thunderbolts. I'll tell you that.
I'm sure it is better than the Thunderbolts.
But it's getting tiring. We got another Alien TV show, and we already spoke about Predator Badlands last week. I just cut that promo. So I mean,
I need to clip that.
It was just like, come on already.
I actually went back and listened to
that. I mean, let's go. I mean, is there no originality left, or is just
there's no
there's none.
James. Y'all have heard me say I'm just gonna be a broken record, but we're in the product era. Everything is about just putting a mediocre content with IP attached to it, and people being like, "Oh, stuff! I like that stuff."
Yeah.
And then people are like, "Oh, I spent my time on it. It's great."
The member berry.
Yeah.
Marketing.
Horrible.
It's kind of like, I mean, have you listened to much top 40 music in the last 2 years?
No, I stay away from the radio.
It's very mediocre. It's very mediocre in terms of the songwriting. But it's gotten that way because there are decades of conditioning people to lower standards. And I complained about it for a long time, and I had a lot of friends just like, "Oh, old man Pedro," and now people are like, "Oh man, like music really sucks right now." And it's like, yeah, I was warning y'all about that.
Music has become the AEW of music.
Well, it's been that way for a long time, though.
Yeah. No, it has. Yeah.
I mean, if you go back and you looked at like music from the 60s through the 80s. Just your regular pop songs. We're not even talking about the best kind of music. Just your regular pop songs. If you look at just the amount of riffs going on, the amount of riffs and hooks in your average pop song, and then compare it from the 90s onward, you go, oh man, stuff dropped off a lot. They started stripping everything back to just like kind of bass keypads and stuff. So. But I'm using music as an example. That's in everything. The standard has been lowered for a long time in everything, and people are like, "Oh, let us just be entertained. We just want. It doesn't have to be this. It doesn't have to be good quality. Let us just be entertained." Blah 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 blah. And now people are like, "Oh, why is everything this empty? Soulless bullshit?" And it's like, well, I wonder why.
Yeah.
The nature of AI is like the ultimate form of this in some ways, because it's like, oh, people are now used to just anything. We'll have machines just produce anything. People will be okay with it. and that's where we are. There is a. Did you guys hear about in Singapore? This is a true story. In Singapore, there is a production company that has created the first feature-length film completely with AI.
Really?
Sadly, I believe it.
Yeah.
It's the first.
Well, you knew that was coming sooner or later.
Yeah. So some company out of Singapore put this together. Let me see if I can find it.
That's horrible, though. I mean, that's where we're headed.
I'm not saying it's horrible or this or that. It's just the evolution of things.
Yeah, but but you need. Don't you need the element? Don't you need the human element? The storytelling. Don't you need that Don't you need the little imperfections here and there in the story? If everything is done by AI,
trust me, AI is not going to do anything perfectly.
Right.
So the movie's called Pirate Queen Zing Yi Zhao or something like that. It's going to be released.
Like a porn movie.
It's going to be released in June or July. Malaysia's Future Studios and Singapore's Fizz Dragon collaborated on the film. It's the world's first artificial intelligence generated feature film. The film's visuals were fully created using AI generated content powered by technologies like machine learning, computer vision, and natural language processing. So, yeah. In just a month or two, the world will know.
Guest starring Mercedes' Hornet text bot. $99.99. If you act now, you get a free toaster. Brutal.
Right?
Oh, there is apparently a trailer for this, but I'm not going to show it on the. I'm not going to show it, but.
I was watching this shoot interview the other day, and it was with Mandy Rose. Remember her?
Oh yeah.
And she was like, the person who was interviewing her, posed a question. And she goes, recently Stephanie Victoria had 2 titles, and they were touting her as the first woman ever, to hold two of the belts simultaneously in NXT. And it was like it was a perfect opportunity for you to come back because actually you were the first because you held the NXT and NXT UK the title at the same time. And she turned around and she goes, "Yeah, I could have did something, but I make triple the money just staying home." And I just started laughing. She goes, "I don't have to travel. I don't have to take bumps.
Yep,
I'm good." I was like, "Okay." There goes that. As soon as she said, "I make triple the money staying home," I'm like, "Damn, that's it, done deal."
Yeah, triple the money, staying home, no travel.
No travel.
About, anything else, just be home.
Yeah, she's gonna take bumps. She's gonna worry about being injured, right? No black and blue, no cattiness in the locker room. Just show my ass, get paid. I mean, it was a perfect setup for her to come back, but she was like, nope. And I don't blame her. Triple the money, Jesus.
Yeah, she's literally just rolling in it. I'm sure.
No wonder why she left WWE. I would have left too for that, triple the money.
Well, I mean, she wasn't sure what she was going to be making, but I'm sure
right,
she had an idea.
Right.
Even breaking even, you would still be going out ahead without being dropped.
Yeah, because you don't have to rent cars. You do it right.
Just the injuries alone.
Yeah. And the travel alone. I mean, getting meals on the road, shit like that.
I mean, I don't think that's as bad, but it's not great, but you just can't beat that safety issue.
Yeah.
Especially
I agree.
when you look at the age of wrestlers' lives,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not 65 is not a great. That's not a super great long life.
And then those who do go on to live longer lives look like shit, and they can't move, and they're beat up, and yeah. I mean, there are some exceptions, of course. I mean, some people don't look too bad. I mean, look at Medusa; she doesn't look that bad. I mean, like her body's a little beat up, but like she can walk around without a cane.
Yeah, she's not on a Segway.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, she doesn't look bad. There are other people who are just completely jacked up. So smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
But
as long as Sting stays retired, I'm happy.
He will never appear in the ring again.
Oh.
Never again, James. Sting will appear and he'll point and he'll be like, "I retired just for you, James, just so you can watch me. I'll never step in the ring again, little Stinger." and then you turn around to wipe your hair, and then he jumps in the ring and like all in Texas, and he's like pointing the bat at people. He's like, "I know James ain't watching, so this is cool."
Oh Lord!
And I was dumb enough to move my arm around, even though I don't have the camera on, without thinking.
Yeah, good job.
That hurts.
Do you think Cena actually stays retired? Or is he another one's going to fall victim to it?
I think his movie career is still going, and I just heard him do a voiceover for a car ad.
Yeah, he does a lot of those. Yeah.
So I think that he's pretty set. I mean,
yeah.
I think that he'd be able to say no, thank you, especially somebody like him, that's going to be able to get up and go work out like he probably does every day, and then go, oh wow, my back's not killing me so bad anymore. Oh, my knees
right, exactly.
so bad,
Right.
I mean, the longer you're away from it, the better you can be, especially.
I see. He's never had any real major surgeries, has he? He only had one, right? And that was a long time ago, right?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not as up on his career as.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I mean, he's not like Orton.
Didn't he tear his pec or something once? Or
yeah, I think his pec. He had like one serious injury, his pec, and I think it was something else. But like that was like in his early days. Like the prototype days. So. I mean, like, he's not like Orton. Orton, what? Back surgery, neck surgery, like 10 shoulder surgeries. Orton's a mess. He shouldn't be moving around the way he does in the ring now, but, hey.
Speaking of injuries, we know I have this shoulder injury going on right now.
Pedro's on the IL. He's down.
Well, I'm not. I'm still doing like all the stuff I always have to do. It's kind of crazy, but
you're still playing the guitar?
No, I'm not playing the guitar at the moment because it's too hard to put my arm up and over the acoustic, like, so I can't play it on the air at the moment because there's too much limitation of movement for me to get my arm up and over it. But
okay, good.
But I'm doing stuff with kind of an arm and a half. Like my right arm, if I lift it up at the elbow, you know what I'm talking about? Like if you had your arms down by your side and you lift it up at if you lift up your hand like at the elbow, that's like I can do stuff from that position with the right arm.
Okay, I got a simple question for you.
Okay,
are you gonna get it checked out?
That's off the air topics. Probably not. But Maybe in the summertime. Maybe in the summertime.
Maybe
We'll
in
see
the
how long it
summertime.
lasts. We'll see how long it lasts.
Yeah.
But
I
I was
have to
bringing
wait
it
till my
up.
arm. I have to wait till my arm literally falls off, so I can take it to the hospital and they can reattach it.
I was bringing it up because I had a lot of downtime this week because what I tried to do was I would do the stuff I had to do, and then I tried to do like as little as possible with the yarn. And so
So now you can watch the Snyder Cut.
well, I spent the time when I did get to watch stuff. I started on the Frerin anime because I've been wanting to watch that for a long time because Bailuch and I have read the manga for years. So it was something I've been wanting to see, but also I've been catching up on Stardom. I've been watching a Stardom. I still have a lot to catch up
because you
on
like torturing yourself.
Yeah.
Well, no, I like.
Well,
I
you know,
like.
little Japanese horse.
Yeah, I like watching Japanese beautiful women fight in the ring. It's a thing. But
you know your girl Mayu's coming to the WWE. You know that, right?
Well, it's just, see, I was leading towards the recent events in Stardom. So this past weekend they had their big pay-per-view, All-Star Queendom. They drew their biggest crowd they've ever had, like nearly 8,000 people were at the show.
Oh wow!
Oh wow, it's more than Dynamite.
That's not that hard to do, but so on the show, let's see, there's two matches to talk about. One was Mayu lost the IWGP title to Shuri, and she made comments immediately after the match that seemed pretty cryptic that things were over. And then the next day, they had a press conference, and she showed up and said that she was leaving Stardom. That her time with Stardom was over, and that she was leaving. Mayu Iwatani has been there since the very beginning, like literally the very beginning, the very first Stardom show, their debut show. She was in the very first match in the very first show Stardom ever had.
She helped build the ring. She sold the first bucket of popcorn.
I mean, that's her debut match was that match. Her very first wrestling match was the very first wrestling match on a Stardom show. It was that match. She lost to Arisa Hoshiki. Zeus will know who I'm talking about. But so she's with them for like over 14 years. She's with Stardom like 14 years. She's always been there.
She's the John Cena of Stardom.
She said, she was leaving. Blah blah blah. She made it. She now this gets interesting. She made it seem like she was going freelance, which was BS because everyone knew from last year that as soon as her contract was over, as soon as her contractual obligations were over, she was going to Marigold to be with Rossi Ogawa. She wanted to go last year, but she had to wait. She had to wait it out. Because the movie was coming out, there's a lot of contractual obligations with Bushi Road she had going on. She couldn't leave. But she tried to make it sound like she was going to go freelance. She was saying stuff in interviews like, I want to, Io Shirai is doing so great. I want to wrestle her in the United States and stuff like that. And so people were like, oh, she's going to the WWE. She's going to the WWE. And the rest of us were like, no, she's going to Marigold. They're like, no, she's saying she wants to wrestle in the U.S. She's going to WWE. And then a few days later, they have the press conference, and she's like, I'm in Marigold. And then she's saying, like, I was never going to leave Japan because I've got these dogs, I got these cats. I love Japan. I don't want to leave Japan. She's a homebody and all this stuff. So it's like, okay. But then she's like, oh, maybe in the future I'll wrestle in the United States.
She doesn't have to leave Japan to wrestle for WWE. I mean, she could just do a short run as long as they get the match. They'll do one in Japan to appease her. Then they'll do one in the States. The triple threat.
I don't know if any of that's true, James.
No, you don't think that can happen?
I don't think. Has that ever happened?
Well, I'll say this. At the press conference, there was a lot of talk about Io Shirai and Kairi Hojo. A lot of talk. And they kept asking her and Rossi Ogawa, are they going to come? Is it going to be some involvement? And they're like, oh, they try to be coy about it, like, oh, that's up to the WWE, basically. That's up to them, But then they were kind of like, but I would be looking forward to that match happening in Marigold this summer, basically. They were saying stuff like that. So they're being real sort of carny about it. So there's a lot of rumor that over the summer, Io or Kyrie or both of them are going to be involved in something with Marigold involving Mayu. And then there might be some deal down the line where Mayu goes to do something. Summer's saying it could be in that Evolution pay-per-view that they're going to do a second one.
That's what they're saying, yeah. They're supposed to happen in September or then, something like that, yeah.
So, yeah, there is a chance you're going to see her appear in some kind of short-term thing, but I don't think she's going to appear long-term. I could be wrong.
No, not long-term, but it's not like she's never wrestled in the U.S. I mean, I saw her live. I mean, it's not like she's never wrestled in the U.S., so. I mean, she wasn't going for Ring of Honor for a long time either, but, she'd show up.
But yeah, she's been famous. She's notorious for not enjoying leaving Japan. Like she's gone to other countries for work, but she doesn't like to do it. She has been notorious about this.
Yeah, these days anything can happen. Money changes everything. I mean, who would have thought WWE would have buy AAA? The money changes everything these days.
Who would think the WWE would want the AAA?
Exactly. I think they just want the library. I think they want the library.
Who would want the library?
Play my fucking music.
Imagine when they finally get around to seeing like a Pagano match. They're gonna be like, whoa, what did we buy?
Oh man, I listen. I'm sure if they'll make it happen, just like how Shinsuke went over there, went to Noah. They'll make it happen. They'll make it happen.
Yeah, but that's kind of like on the tail end of his career, and
Oh,
Io could still be the champion. Do it, Zeus. Why not?
Who?
I mean,
okay,
Io could still, yeah.
I got what you're saying. Okay.
Io could still be the champ when she goes over. I mean, they'll go over there for a one-shot deal in the summer, and then they'll come. They'll return the favor. It's not like they don't have a working relationship. They do.
Well, yeah, Io has shown up once. Yeah, last summer she came and wrestled Utami for Marigold on their first pay-per-view. Not their first show, but their first pay-per-view. She went and wrestled Utami there. Yeah.
I mean, we were all waiting for Bozilla to pop up, so it's
She's injured, James. No, she's not. Not really.
I mean, James, are you gonna put out a bounty for the person who stole Bozilla's earpods?
Oh yeah, yeah. How dare they? I'm gonna stick Raquel Rodriguez on.
I'd rather face Raquel than
Hell yeah. Me too.
Well,
get up.
You want to on your face like you're Tony Atlas.
Yeah.
Oh
no. No shoes. No shoes.
So you're mentioning Shinsuke Nakamura. He's involved in another story this week because Meiko Satomura had her retirement on Tuesday, I think it was.
Pedro, I thought she was going to do one more match for WWE before she calls it.
She did, though. I mean, last year she did do when the WWE came to what's it called? Came to Japan. She did all three of those shows. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
People thought there was going to be more to it, but yeah, there wasn't. That was it. She keeps coming over to do training stuff. She's still like teaching people occasionally, like they had her do for a few years now. But yeah, Meiko Satomura retired. it's kind of weird. She was kind of botchy in that last match. I'm not trying to be mean, but I was kind of like, oh, I guess it is time for her to retire. She's
I'm sure doing this shit
to
for like
lose her
150 years.
for like I think 30 years. Like her career lasted 30
I'll be
years.
right back.
But the post match stuff is tremendous. If you see any of the clips, there's a lot of tremendous stuff in the post match. The Aji Kong stuff, especially, was really emotional stuff. But Shinsuke Nakamura was posted on Instagram these videos where he was training with Meiko Satomura. She was teaching him how to do the Scorpio Rising. Do you know what the Scorpio Rising is, Zeus?
Not off the top of my head.
So it's basically a shining axe kick. Like you step up off the person's knee and then you do an axe kick. I don't know why you call it Scorpio Rising, but that's whatever name they gave it. You know how that stuff goes. But yeah, he was showing a video of her teaching him the move, and he was saying that he was going to be using it going forward or something. So yeah, I don't know. People won't really get the reference. They'll just be like, oh, okay, he does another kick.
Yeah, right.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, the other match from that Stardom show though was the main event was Tam Nakano challenging Saya Kamatani for the world title, and the loser would have to retire. They would have to end their career. And so Tam lost the match, and she had to retire. And they did this whole thing where they walked up the ramp arm in arm, and all these feathers and stuff were falling, and Tam's like pointing to something, and then the whole scene like faded to black or whatever. And people were like, "Oh, this is the most amazing thing we ever saw." Blah 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 blah.
Now you know what would be amazing if we have a Black Lotus reunion.
It could happen. They got AAA now, but what's it called? Meltzer gave this match 5.25 stars. And people were like, "Oh, it's amazing!" God, the people freaking out.
Of course.
All I know is the two matches I saw from them recently, the one at the year-end show, and then the one at that Kurikan Hall, y'all may recall, where it pissed all the Japanese fans off because it said the loser would have to leave Stardom. And then they went back on the thing immediately after the match. So those two matches were they're just a bunch of dreck, in my opinion. There was a bunch of just no selling and just, just no selling and constant doing stuff and constant run-ins and blah, blah, blah and all this stuff. So this match is just going to be more of the same, more no selling and just blah, blah, blah. So I imagine when I finally see it, it's just that will be the report. It'll be like, oh, they no-sold a lot, and then they got emotional in the post-match. So.
Yeah, just more modern crap.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd like to see Mario on WWE TV at least once. Why not?
Why not? That's a great argument. Why not?
Why not? I mean, these days everybody goes everywhere, so why not?
I don't doubt that it might happen, but I don't think she's going to do well in the WWE.
It doesn't have to be for a long run, Pedro. Remember, it could be like a one-off,
Right. I mean, we'll see what it is. I don't see really like what they would see in her. Like she's an attractive woman, but she's like attractive like to a Japanese audience. You know what I mean? Like she's not necessarily attractive to a Western audience. Like
she's not gorgeous or anything. She's just
she's not Kairi Sane.
Like it's one of those things where like in a Japanese standard she is. And to a Western standard, she's not, because she's just this gangly, awkward, skinny girl, right? Yeah. It's just not the. And well, the thing is, look matters a lot. There's a reason we knew like Kano was going to the U.S. I mean, you could see she was very curvy and this, and the way she was tailoring her look, you're like, oh, she's going to the U.S. and. She went to the U.S., became Asuka, blah, blah, blah. You see how popular she got. A lot of that's because of her look. You could tell. It was.
You got to get her involved in this, right? I mean, it would make sense.
She has no history with Mayu, though. I mean,
No, but it would bring.
I know to the WWE, they'd be like, "Well, they're Japanese. They all." That's how they view things. I mean,
well, they're Japanese. I mean,
Mayu. Yeah, I mean, I saw her live. I remember when I saw her. I was like, "Oh, what's this little girl?" You know, I was like, "Oh shit, that's Mayu." Pedro, where you at?
James, you were like fighting for your life on that show and the post show. And the whole week that followed it, you were like, "Oh, you ended up in the hospital because of that show."
Yeah, I did. I was fighting for my life. I was fighting with halitosis chick. I was fighting with everybody.
Oh, that's right. You got to hold cheeseburgers for that one dude.
Yeah, there's a fucking cheeseburger, and then this idiot, and halitosis, and Matt Taven. Oh, and then 5-day hospital stay. Good job. God damn, Ring of Honor put me in the hospital.
Hey, James, it's probably time for you to start your OnlyFans too, so you can just stay home like Mandy Rose.
For $99.99, you can watch me shoot up.
James, imagine.
You couldn't even come to WrestleCade.
No, yeah, that's another one. Yeah, that one stings. It stings.
James,
yeah.
look. You're
that shit still stings.
On OnlyFans, you do like a live DJ set, and as the set goes on, the more people tip money, your shirt starts unbuttoning.
Oh no, I'm gonna say he puts more clothes back on.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was about revealing the zipper and stuff. He's like
oh yeah.
Nobody wants to play tic-tac-toe on my chest with all the scars. I mean, yo, you want to charge? I'll charge $99.99, and it won't be AI. It'll be really me. You can watch me shoot up. All the heart medication right into my chest.
This episode's gonna get shadow banned for certain. Every time, the more times James says "shoot up," the more times we get shadow banned.
You do. You get to watch me inject myself.
Inject myself.
99.99.
I see
James Hornet.
Ricochet's in the chat. He's asking, "Where is the injection happening?"
In your ass. In your ass.
Ricochet's in the chat. You just told him I can't put my finger on it, but I'd let him know.
No.
Put your thumb on it, but not your finger.
Yeah, not bad.
He's like, that's a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker.
Yeah. Don't dumb it down. Oh man, Mayu Iwatani. I want to see the Black Lotus truck. I want to see it all.
She will be making her Marigold debut tomorrow, and she's going to be wrestling Nanae Takahashi. So Nanae Takahashi is retiring in the near future as well. So
speaking of retiring,
yes,
what's the deal with Naito? He's going to retire, or he's going to try to go somewhere else?
He should retire.
He should retire, right?
He should retire.
I mean, unless he comes out with a wheelchair gimmick. I mean, because he ain't walking out. He's not walking that WrestleMania ramp. He's not wrestling that WrestleMania ramp. He's not working that ramp. So he's going to need a wheelchair gimmick.
You know what's really bad is that Moda and Shono might actually have a match at Naito's retirement match.
Stop. Are you serious?
No, I'm just saying.
Lord.
I mean, look at how bad off Naito is age. I mean,
if all of them put themselves together, they can get one good knee.
Hey, did you guys see the World Championship Wrestling episode that's gonna premiere today at 5:05 or 6:05 p.m.?
No. But which one they're showing?
It says it's from December 28th, 1985. Let me read you the description. The stakes are high as Nature Boy Ric Flair defends the NWA World Championship against the man with hands of stone, Ron Garvin.
Oh, yeah, I'm in.
Plus,
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Plus, Magnum TA defends the United States title against Ole Anderson. Action featuring Tully Blanchard, the Midnight Express, and more. Tonight, today, this evening.
Yeah, so this is just after Starrcade 85.
Yep.
So
this is the one where Flair already retained from the Ronnie Garvin. He got it back, or this is before he loses it?
that was 87. This is 85.
After, right?
This is 85.
Okay.
No,
this is
85.
Yeah.
This is 2 years before. This is 2 years before.
Okay.
This was still back when they were calling Ronnie Garvin
I'll put the link in our chat. I'll put the link in our chat so you guys can find it easier later.
Oh yeah, because Magnum TA was still U.S. champ. You said, right? Yeah, right.
WrestleGives posted a thing of Flair and Ronnie Garvin going at it. I believe it was from the cage match, and like the other people, were like, they were all like, hey, this is how you do it. If you're gonna have a chop war, if you're gonna have a striking match during a wrestling match, you should be like this, not like fucking dorky ass fucking European fucking forearm horse shit.
I'm so sick of Strike Fest. I'm so sick of Strike Fest.
Where's Wahoo McDaniels when you need him, right, Zeus?
He's dead.
Damn.
He's dead, Jim.
He's dead, Jim. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a striker.
I'm a podcaster, not a necromancer.
He used to have some brutal chops, man. He'll light your shit up.
Yeah, Wahoo. And that was the thing is Wahoo's chops came from getting the shit kicked out of him by fucking Johnny Valentine. Because they had wars in Greensboro. And Johnny Valentine was the kind of asshole that would bend you back, backwards over the damn ropes and just club you in the chest with his massive forearms because he was a big fucking dude.
Yeah.
And so Wahoo's chops, he learned how to chop by retaliation.
He could fuck a chest up, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, that, like, when you hear his chops live, it is just like a fucking crack of lightning. It's just insane. Flair, too.
You know who was really stiff live? I thought were the Briscoes. When I went to that Ring of Honor show in 2019, they were. The Briscoes were chopping people. You could just like feel it almost, like, and you're like in the crowd.
When I saw the Briscoes, they moved faster than everybody else too. They ramped it up, and they were stiff. I totally agree, Pedro. They were stiff. Oh yeah, they beat the shit out of you.
They beat the hell out of Rock and Roll Express at that.
Oh, the Crockett Cup you went to?
At the Crockett Cup, yeah. And then they lost to PCO and was it Brody King?
Yeah.
Right.
And that was almost a double DQ. Double count out, man. That was crazy. Cause they almost had, because if they'd have lost that match, if that match had been a double elimination, then fucking Brittany Boots and Gosker would have won the world titles by default.
They would have won, yeah. Yeah, they would have won, yeah. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Did you just say ridiculous?
I miss NWA Power.
Yeah, that first season was really good. Second season, not much. It really
I can't do the NWA anymore.
Well, it keeps getting worse. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
The only one doing anything at the NWA, James, is that the satanic preacher guy doing the cocaine on the air. But I can't remember.
Oh, yeah,
his
the one who
name.
bought the TV deal.
We're not downloading the CW app to see that.
Yeah. Boy, how they pivoted real quick. Oh, we'll get NXT instead.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, they were just like, yeah, fuck this shit.
yeah, I don't blame them either. The sinister minister. Yeah.
Yeah, the Sinister Minister. Yeah. What was he called when he was managing?
James Vander.
Yeah, James Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Something like a something.
Yeah, NWA Power was good. The old TV studio, that was perfect.
Yeah. That. Yeah. Before
The
everything
only
got shut
place,
down.
the only place where they cheered a New York guy in
Yeah,
Georgia.
James Vandenberg was
There
Yeah,
you go.
how we knew him.
they actually cheered a New York guy in Georgia. So that was awesome at NWA Power.
And he shot his finger off too.
Shit. Really?
Yeah, in
Yeah, I heard that
ECW.
story. Yeah, yeah,
In
ECW, yeah, with the flash, with the flash paper.
Yeah, that had that handheld machine that shot fireballs, and it
Right.
exploded and blew off a piece of his finger.
Shit.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
Even ECW 2000 was a fucking.
Oof, no. It's so funny you mentioned that because I was watching Dark Side of the Ring with Eddie Gilbert.
Oh, how was that?
How was that?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. And then
Hit piece or did they?
it was pretty good. And they was talking about the angle where remember the Zeus. Remember the Masked Superstar broke his neck at Madison Square Garden?
Vaguely.
He broke Eddie Gilbert's neck.
Yeah, vaguely.
Yeah, they did that angle because Eddie Gilbert had a real broken neck in real life. So they did that angle. I was, oh shit, I remember that. And then what I didn't know is that Eddie Gilbert told Billy Eadie, don't make it look good. And Billy Eadie took it a little bit. He made it look a little too good and beat the living shit out of him. Fucked up his neck even more. I was like, damn. Male Superstar was ruthless. Love it. Oh, that's what you get for telling them to fucking be Steph.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you can't tell him that. He's gonna kick your ass if you tell him that.
I mean, he's. I'd say one of the absolute top 5 most respected, guys of all time. You never hear anybody say anything bad about the guy.
No.
And the fact that the fact that Andre let him body slam him, the fact that he was able to work, New Japan or All Japan with no, there's no issues. Nobody cried or anything about it.
Yeah. Well, Eddie Gilbert trusted him with his neck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to say something, right?
Yeah.
Because he didn't trust anybody else. He said, "No, I want Masked Superstar to do it." And he did it all right.
No,
he did it.
I mean, it's the world.
And then the Garden too. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Eddie took that. He's the one who drove the car into damn Jerry Lawler.
Yeah, that was savage. Oops, I went too fast. He was so hot though in Memphis, though. He killed it in Memphis.
Yeah, in places where there were smaller guys, it's easier to get other smaller guys over. Because Jerry Lawler, he wasn't a big guy.
No.
Most of those guys from Memphis weren't tall.
He didn't do good in WCW either.
Who, Eddie?
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't a superstar in WCW. But if you look back, I mean, they had a lot of big guys.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
it was a harder sell. Plus, at the time, everybody, it was all about muscles, which Eddie Gilbert was not a big,
No.
muscular guy either. And so, you know, I thought he did pretty well as a face, you know, for what he had going for him.
Right.
I don't hate. I never hated on Eddie Gilbert as a face.
No.
Um, and I liked his hot shot. So,
Yeah, Hot Shot was good.
but
I mean, he was in that infamous match with Onita, right? In fucking Tennessee, in in the concession stand match.
Concession stand match.
Yeah, where they went into the crowd and they
Right.
fucked up the concession stands and shit got all crazy.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, the tag team in Memphis. It was. I think it was Onita and somebody else. I don't remember who Onita's partner was, but it was Gilbert and somebody else, and they got bloody and they were in the stands. They were beating the shit out of people. But it was good stuff. I mean, he was good in Memphis. He was good in Memphis. He was a good he was a good baby face in WWE. He was a jobber to the stars. Until the Max Superstar ended that shit real quick. He was good. Ludwig Borga, but he was good.
Well, thank God. We
yeah. Yeah. Oh. Magnum TA. I still haven't watched that WWE Hall of Fame shit. I'm not going to.
Yeah, I mean, look,
I'm not, Zeus. I'm not.
No, I'm saying that I don't blame you. It's not like I'm trying to find it. I mean, I've gone out of my way to watch the the induction of the Road Warriors.
Yeah.
And the induction of
And you watch Muda's?
Induction. But it's not been many that I've been super heavily invested in.
I thought the Kevin Nash one was a joke. I thought there's a few of them who I think don't belong. Like, well, what the hell did you ever did? I think they did right by putting the Von Erich boys in. That's fine. I got no issue with that.
Okay, it's Eddie Gilbert and Ricky Morton versus Masafuchi.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Pedro.
Sorry, it took me a bit to find it.
There you go. Hot stuff and cock. There you go. Yeah, I had no problem with the Von Erich going in. Abdullah Butcher. Yeah, okay.
I think I watched Bull Nakano's last year. I watched hers, but I didn't watch I watched her and Paul Heyman. Those are the only two I saw from them.
Yeah, Heyman I saw.
Those were the only two I saw were Bull and Paul Heyman.
I like Takers.
I didn't watch.
Yeah, you like Undertaker?
Well, yeah, because he was the greatest character in WWE. I mean, longevity alone. But it was good, But
what are you saying, brother? How can you say he's the greatest character,
Yeah,
brother? When the 24-inch pythons.
Yeah, he invented. Yeah,
Hey.
this past week he said he invented milk or some shit. I don't know.
Him and Kurt Angle are in court arguing about it.
There's some deal where Hulk Hogan was saying this week that he wrestled Brock Lesnar after Brock Lesnar's run in the UFC, and it's like, no, you did not.
Stop.
It was before he was in the UFC.
Yeah.
Stop. Is he starting a new promotion?
Yes,
Hogan?
him and Eric Bischoff are
Why?
running like Real American Wrestling Federation, something like that. It's like amateur wrestling.
My God.
And it's what I understand, Eric Bischoff is running it. Hulk
Those are going to be the racist versus the non-racist?
Like the media face of it or whatever. Like he's the GM or whatever. But just is it tied to the Real American Beer thing? That's what I'm assuming. It's tied to that beer thing. But
doesn't WWE own a bit of that too?
Who knows?
Own a bit of the WWE, that Real American Beer shit?
Who knows?
Or they invested or some shit. Who knows? Yeah.
But hey, I didn't pay attention to the time. So what's going on next week? Anything going on next week?
No, I guess we'll do it again next week, man. We'll be ready to rock and roll.
What about you, Zeus? You got any gigs going on next week?
No. I might be at school. They should be back in there on breaking between semesters right now.
Oh yeah, Backlash is next Saturday, right? Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is the card?
The Backlash cards on.
Oh yeah.
WWE Slam.
Oh man, Zeus, did you see? I have to get all the cards to get the Oscar cards. It's the reward card. They got smart to my ways. They're like, no, you gotta get all these cards to get the Oscar cards. I'm like, bastards.
Backlash.
Yeah, it seems like so far they got John Cena versus Randy Orton, Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch for the women's IC title, Pat McAfee versus Gunther, and Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight versus Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre for the US title.
Yeah, I think there's a couple more matches that they're gonna have before.
Yeah, for certain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't shoehorn too many more people into that US title match.
No, I do. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, May 10th. Yeah, so it's next week.
Yeah, it's next week. And I'm proud that it'll be another week will go by that I have not joined Slam. So there you go.
Yeah. But he will be proud he didn't join Slam, but he did sign up for Mercedes deals.
I paid my $99.99.
But to be fair to James, I understand Lux is signing him up, so Lux is footing it.
As you should, goddammit.
Shout out to everyone's favorite edgelord and Verge, Lord Lux. Hack Verge. Sorry,
Hack Verge. That's his 9-to-5 job.
Shout out to the Lord Lux.
James, you got any?
Don't drink all my beer, you fucking bastard.
You gonna be doing DJing this week?
Yeah, I'll be live on Real House Radio Friday. It's Friday Night Business on Real House Radio on Mixcloud Live. I'll be doing my thing, and then the very next day it'll be Markout Mania. So yeah, let's do it.
I assume I'll be streaming this week, but I don't know. It depends. We got some bad weather coming our way. Zeus has it out for me this week, apparently. But
yeah, Zeus is gonna just crap all over you, Pedro.
Up here, so kiss my.
I know. Also, I did a karaoke stream on Wednesday. I don't know if it went that well, but
I thought it did good.
It was fun, but like when I listened back to the clips, they weren't great. Like I was listening back to, I was like, this is not great. But I know I need to keep singing. But it'll probably be another week of something or another because I don't want to push the arm thing with the guitar yet. But
you can't draw, can you?
I mean, that would be pretty hard too.
Yeah,
because it's a matter of like just keeping the arm out there in
so
position.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe karaoke is the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's why I can't do the cards because I can't hold the cards in front of the camera at the moment because I can't do it with the left hand. It has to be with the right hand. But
Well, that's why you need to do the slam. Just do it all digital.
I try to get Stephanie like to where she would hold the cards. So it's like
Yeah, have it be Vanna White.
Yeah. But hey, shout out to Double B for hanging out with us. Shout out to any lurkers out there. Everyone take care. Have a great weekend and a week ahead, and adios.
Peacels.